book is found. This is the first of two stories about Josiah, the last great king of Judah. Now, to get a little bit of the insights on this story, you have to understand that this story happens about 80 years after Israel was taken away into captivity. Only Judah is left. In the next story, we will see some of the reforms that he made and how he actually goes up into the land that had been Israel. And he basically takes it over again. And that's the other thing you need to know, that Assyria, who has played such a major part in all of these stories, in the last few stories, is now weak. It has pulled back. They're no longer a threat to Judah. They're no longer interested in Israel. And so, consequently, Josiah is able to go up and to take over that part of the country. Of course, while this story is going on, Assyria is not a problem, but Babylon is growing. They are the ones that's attacking Assyria. They're the ones that are going after Nineveh. And so real fast, once they conquer Nineveh, they come roaring down the Fertile Crescent and they come to Judah. And all the prophecies that Huldah talked about will come true. Finding the law of Moses, no one really knows where that was or how it is. There is a theory that when Solomon built the temple, that he put kind of like a time capsule with stuff in there, although it wouldn't have been a time capsule as we know it, but he would put the law of God like in the foundations or in some of the pillars or in some way. So that over the many years now that has transpired, that certain things have cracked, certain things have opened up, and so in that way they probably found a copy of the law of God that Solomon put there. That would be interesting. It doesn't say that in Scripture, but that's what it's thought. Huldah, a woman prophet. It's interesting that if you go to Jerusalem today, and you see the temple foundation and the steps that were in front of the temple, and those very steps where Jesus taught. You can go there, and up to your left, as you're looking at the foundation of the temple, you see a gate. It's kind of a triple arch gate. That's known as the Gate of Huldah, and she was honored with the rebuilding of the temple, and the gate was actually named after her. And I think that is a very interesting thing. They went to her. No one knows why they went to her. There were other prophets there. Jeremiah was around. Jeremiah was just getting to start. Jeremiah had the highest regard for Josiah. And yet, some of his prophecies actually take place when Josiah is still there. But we'll talk about that later. I trust you'll enjoy these two stories about this great king of Judah. Come back next week and we'll continue on with more about Josiah when we talk about the reforms that he brings to Judah and to Israel. We'll see you next week.